Hello and welcome to the Observer, and this is the UEFA Champions League review. So first up, we saw what happened in the first leg of the Champions League quarterfinals, and boy oh boy, did each and every game live up to its billing. First up, and we are in, where do we start from? Let's start from Munich, of course. So we saw Bayern Munich, the almighty Bayern Munich, who haven't lost a Champions League game in 2 years. Of course, in 2 years, since March 2019, were crushed by Kylian and Neymar inspired Paris Saint-Germain. So it was 2-3. That's Bayern Munich 2 and Paris Saint-Germain 3. This means that going to the second leg at the Parc des Princes, Paris Saint-Germain rather do carry an advantage of a 1-goal cushion lead. But looking at how they played, you wouldn't really rule out Bayern pulling off a master stroke and just kicking PSG out of the competition. But I believe PSG must be working really hard, like Mbappe said in the post-match interview, that they need to do better than they did in Munich if they are to progress to the next round. As for Bayern Munich, really it was really evident that they missed their marksman and talisman, Robert Lewandowski, and we saw that it was evident they couldn't just take their chances. Yeah, fair to say Elik Choupo-Moting did take his chance, scored with the header to inspire a comeback, a possible comeback, of which it happened. They were level 2-2 at some point, but then, well, Mbappe just did his thing, and he scored 5 goals in the last 2 away Champions League games. Incredible. The boy is a star, no doubt about that. So much so about PSG, I still believe, if you ask me, going to the second leg, well, it's tough to call, so close to call, but I still feel PSG should get one over Bayern into the semi-finals. So for me, Bayern Munich aren't going into the semi-finals from my own end, but who knows? It's a strange game of football, and strange things have happened, but I expect to see loads of goals again at the Parc des Princes. So much so about Paris Saint-Germain and their victory in Munich, as Chelsea, wow, Mason Mount, the boy is on fire. Well, we've heard people talk about different English young talent, talk of Foden. Well, he's an absolute German. We'll talk about him a little further on this video. And there's been a lot of talk about Grealish, is it? Mason Greenwood and the like. But boy, oh boy, how have we forgotten about the star boy? For me, since Tuchel was appointed, he's been the best player for Chelsea. He's been their brightest star in that Chelsea squad. Fair play to all Chelsea players, but for me it's been Mason Mount. He's been incredibly good, and he keeps on making history. He's the youngest ever scorer in the Champions League at the quarterfinal stage for Chelsea. That should tell you something. You know, even in their defeat against West Brom, you could see him doing 1 or 2 things, and for me, that is the future for Chelsea. Definitely is. And so Chelsea going into the second leg, well, it's a dead and buried job for me. Let's not even talk about Chelsea so much, because I just can't see Porto coming from it to go down from the first leg and just put one past Chelsea and knock the Blues out. So the Blues, for me, it's given they're into the semi-finals. Quickly, let's go to the Etihad Stadium, where, going into the game, everyone was Haaland, but boy, did Foden come to the fore. Yeah, he missed a couple of chances. He could have taken them to change the complexion of the game, but really, he took it when it mattered most, at the death of the game. he did score one for City, and the Citizen did emerge as 2-1 winners. Marco Reus made history as he became the all-time scorer for Dortmund in the Champions League with 18 goals, and Erling Haaland did show the other side of his game by providing an assist. So Dortmund, I feel they were hard done with the goal which was ruled out for Jude Bellingham, because that was a goal, but for some reason it wasn't given. The referee deemed it to be a foul, and the people have been asking, why didn't VAR intervene in that instant? As long as it's not a clear and obvious error, VAR does not come in, and so it had to go by with the referee's decision, and his decision was no go. But tell you what, Dortmund did account themselves very well, and for me the tie is not yet done. I predicted that Man City should be too good for Dortmund, but going into the second leg, Dortmund can still pull something. They can just do something against City, but Guardiola's men have been boosted by the contract extension of one Kevin De Bruyne, and if you look at their scintillating form they've been at, that wasn't their best performance against Dortmund, but they still got the job done. So you anticipate rather that they will go to the Signal Iduna and get a result out of there to seal a semi-final berth, which will be the first ever under Guardiola. But it's not over yet. Torn, anything can happen, and Dortmund don't just rule them out just yet. They have Haaland, they have Jude Bellingham, and who knows, Sancho could be back, though it's very unlikely. And finally, to our last game, well, I just said they would nick it, but hey, it was disastrous, catastrophic for Liverpool. Schoolboy mistake, schoolboy defending, and in a week, just at the back of a week which Alexander Arnold came under fire, having been left out of the England squad. I should say he's not going to the Euros. That's me. He's not going to the Euros. I mean, his form has just gone out of the window. He redeemed himself with a sumptuous cross for Thiago Jota in the 3-0 annihilation of Arsenal. But boy, did he come back to his bad form like it has been in this season. And well, he was too much pressed, and the defensive frailties for Liverpool were once again exposed as the Galacticos Real Madrid ran out 3-1 winners. But people have been saying they could come back and beat Real Madrid at Anfield and just go into the semi-finals and do a comeback like they did against Barcelona. But tell you what, if you ask me, I do not just see Liverpool coming back. I just don't see them coming back in this game. Well, strange things happen in football, but for me, if you ask me, I'm getting PSG, Chelsea, Real Madrid, and which other team? Who else are in the semi-finals? Chelsea, Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, and who else? How dare I forget? Oh, and Manchester City. Oh, forgive me, City fans, but yeah, it is what it is. So, this has been our review and our preview for the next week's Champions League, coming next Tuesday and Wednesday respectively. Until next time, when we talk about Champions League football and when the semi-finals are set, I'm wishing you luck and may your team qualify to the next round. But until then, don't forget to like this video and share the video, and of course encourage your friend to subscribe. Until then, I have been your host, Mwape Suko.